You have been thinking about sleep all wrong. Not the supplements, not the timing, not the light management or the temperature or the breathing practice. All of that is correct and important. But there is one variable, one that determines how effectively your brain clears its toxic waste every single night, that almost nobody in the brain health space is talking about. The position of your body while you sleep. In 2019, researchers at the University of Rochester, the same group that discovered the glymphatic system in 2013, published research in the Journal of Neuroscience that established something remarkable. Sleep position dramatically and measurably affects the efficiency of glymphatic fluid flow through brain tissue. Using a technique called dynamic contrast-enhanced MRI, which allows visualization of cerebrospinal fluid movement through living brain tissue. The researchers measured glymphatic flow rates in subjects sleeping in 3 different positions: supine, on the back, prone, on the stomach, and lateral, on either side. The results were unambiguous. Lateral sleep position produced the most efficient glymphatic fluid flow, with cerebrospinal fluid moving through brain tissue at significantly higher rates than in either supine or prone positions. Prone sleep position produced the worst glymphatic flow, with the lowest cerebrospinal fluid circulation rates of any position tested. And when the researchers measured the clearance of amyloid beta and tau, the toxic proteins that accumulate in Alzheimer's disease, the differences were striking. Lateral sleeping produced significantly greater clearance of both proteins from brain tissue than either alternative position. Your sleep position is not just a comfort issue. It is a brain detoxification issue. And for adults over 50, whose glymphatic clearance is already compromised by declining slow-wave sleep, declining cerebrospinal fluid volume from mild chronic dehydration, and the arterial stiffness that impairs the pulsatile blood flow that drives glymphatic circulation. The additional 25% clearance advantage of lateral sleep position is not marginal. It is potentially decisive. By the end of this video, you will understand exactly why lateral sleep produces better glymphatic clearance, and you will have a practical, comfortable sleep position setup that you can implement tonight. Let's revisit the glymphatic system with specific attention to how sleep position affects it, because the mechanism makes the positional effect completely logical. The glymphatic system operates through a network of channels that surround the brain's blood vessels, the perivascular spaces, where cerebrospinal fluid flows. This fluid moves from arteries toward veins, driven by the pulsatile pressure of arterial blood flow. As CSF moves through these channels, it exchanges with brain tissue fluid through water channels on astrocyte end feet. This process carries metabolic waste products including amyloid beta and tau away from neurons toward the venous drainage. This flow is driven by 3 primary forces: pulsatile arterial pressure, concentration gradients, and the force of gravity. Gravity, depending on sleep position, either assists or opposes the natural flow of cerebrospinal fluid through specific brain regions. In the lateral sleep position, gravity acts along the natural flow axis of the major drainage pathways. This gravitational assistance augments the driving force. Glymphatic flow is faster. Clearance is more complete. In the supine position, gravity acts perpendicular to the primary flow direction, missing the gravitational optimization that the lateral position provides. In the prone position, neck compression and gravitational reversal contribute to significantly impaired glymphatic flow. The 25% improvement in flow from lateral versus supine position is not a subtle finding. A 25% improvement in nightly clearance efficiency compounds dramatically over decades of life. If lateral sleeping produces more amyloid clearance per night, the cumulative difference over 10 years is enormous. The compound effect of nightly clearance differences is one of the most powerful determinants of long-term brain health. As we age, the sleep position advantage is relevant at any age, but it is specifically more important after 50 for several compounding reasons. The first reason is declining slow-wave sleep. Adults over 50 experience dramatic reductions in slow-wave sleep, the stage during which glymphatic clearance is most active. Less total glymphatic clearance time means that each unit of clearance time becomes more valuable to your brain health. If you are only getting 60% of the slow-wave sleep you had at age 30, optimizing clearance efficiency through lateral sleep becomes essential. The second reason is declining cerebrospinal fluid production. Research shows that adults over 60 produce significantly less CSF per day than younger adults. Less CSF means less glymphatic solvent available for waste clearance, making the efficiency of each milliliter of circulation more critical. Lateral sleep position maximizes the efficiency with which the reduced CSF volume of the aging brain is used for clearance. The third reason is arterial stiffness. Stiff arteries produce less efficient pulsatile blood flow through the cerebral microvasculature. Since pulsatile arterial flow is a primary driving force of glymphatic movement, reduced pulsatility directly impairs circulation. Protocols like beetroot extract, nattokinase, and vitamin K2 address vascular stiffness, but lateral sleep maximizes whatever driving force remains. The fourth reason is the increased amyloid and tau production that accompanies aging. Older brains produce these proteins at higher rates. When production rates are higher and clearance efficiency is compromised, every optimization of clearance efficiency has a disproportionate impact on accumulation. Now let's address the practical questions that make lateral sleep position sustainable. Research suggests the left lateral position may be preferable for cardiac function because the heart is positioned more advantageously. For glymphatic clearance specifically, the research has not established a clear superiority of one lateral side over the other. The mechanism operates through gravity-assisted CSF drainage pathways that are served by both left and right lateral positions. The practical recommendation is to aim for lateral sleeping generally, alternating sides during the night, as natural movement allows. The primary challenge most adults over 50 face with sustained lateral sleep is comfort, specifically shoulder, hip, and neck discomfort. These comfort issues cause many adults who start the night in lateral position to unconsciously shift to supine during the night. A full-length body pillow prevents the natural rollover to supine that occurs when the upper arm and leg have no support. A pillow between the knees in lateral position keeps the hips aligned and prevents the hip rotation that produces lower back discomfort. Standard pillows provide insufficient cervical support, allowing the head to drop downward and producing neck discomfort. A medium firm to medium soft mattress is generally better suited for lateral sleep than a very firm mattress. By following these practical adjustments, you can maintain a healthy lateral position for a more restorative sleep. The complete sleep position optimization protocol integrates the positioning setup with established sleep protocols to create a comprehensive brain detoxification system. Pre-sleep essentials include magnesium glycinate, L-theanine, apigenin, and low-dose melatonin, combined with blue light blocking glasses and warm spectrum lighting. Ensure your phone is removed from the bedroom and the room temperature is maintained between 65 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit. For the positioning setup, the lateral position is preferred, specifically the left side for optimal cardiovascular health. Use a body pillow in front, a knee pillow between the knees, and a cervical support pillow for proper head alignment. Research suggests a slight head elevation of 10 to 30 degrees may enhance glymphatic drainage through gravity assistance. An adjustable bed or wedge pillow providing 10 to 15 degrees of elevation can offer additional glymphatic clearance benefits beyond flat sleep. Adequate cerebrospinal fluid volume depends on systemic hydration. Use a morning electrolyte solution to ensure you are properly rehydrated. Avoid large fluid intake 90 minutes before sleep to prevent nighttime urination that disrupts slow-wave sleep architecture. Arterial health supplements like beetroot extract, nattokinase, and vitamin K2 improve the pulsatile blood flow that drives glymphatic circulation. Better arterial flexibility means a stronger driving force for brain cleaning. These interventions are synergistic with lateral sleep. The lateral position also keeps the tongue and soft palate from obstructing the airway, reducing the risk of sleep-disordered breathing. This simultaneously optimizes glymphatic clearance and protects sleep architecture from subclinical upper airway resistance. For back or stomach sleepers, transitioning to lateral sleep is a behavioral change that requires a deliberate strategy. Use the body pillow as a primary anchor. Placing it before getting into bed provides the physical structure to maintain the position. Expect 2 to 3 weeks of conscious repositioning. After a month, the pillows create a postural habit that sustains lateral sleep naturally. Sleep position optimization connects to the complete brain health system through the glymphatic clearance thread that runs through every mechanism we've addressed. Glymphatic clearance is the nightly execution of the brain's waste removal system. Every source of toxic accumulation we've addressed, amyloid from failing autophagy, tau from brain insulin resistance, and heavy metals from environmental exposure, gingipains from oral bacteria, inflammatory cytokines, and lipofuscin, all reach the brain's interstitial fluid and are cleared through the glymphatic system during sleep. The sleep protocol provides the deep sleep that activates glymphatic clearance. The arterial health protocol provides the pulsatile blood flow that drives circulation. The hydration protocol provides the CSF volume that clearance requires. And sleep position optimization maximizes the gravitational assistance to glymphatic flow. Together, these 4 components address every modifiable factor that determines nightly glymphatic efficiency: the neurological, vascular, CSF volume, and positional gravity optimization. Here is your specific action plan for this week. Order a body pillow and knee pillow, the most important investments for sustained lateral sleep. These 2 items will do more to improve nightly glymphatic clearance than many supplements that cost significantly more per month. Set up your lateral sleep position tonight: body pillow in front, knee pillow between knees, lateral position on the left side. It will feel slightly unfamiliar for the first few nights. By the end of the month, it will feel natural. Combine this with the other elements: magnesium glycinate, L-theanine, and apigenin that support the slow-wave sleep architecture. These interventions produce the most complete nightly brain detoxification that practical implementation allows. Next week on Neurovitality After 50, we explore the role of the meningeal lymphatics, a critical parallel drainage pathway for toxic proteins. Subscribe now and share this with someone whose sleep position has been working against their brain. Thank you for being here. Stay sharp, stay lateral, stay vital. I will see you next week.